Dear students, welcome to Tongala online classes. So in the last video, we were discussing different types of biomolecules. That is, first carbohydrates we discussed, and second one, so that is nucleic acids we discussed, and third one we have started with proteins there in the last video. And proteins are nothing but they are the heteropolymers of repeating units called as amino acids. So first of all, we must know what these amino acids are, and afterwards we will go to the next topic, that is proteins and their respective types and their respective biological significance later. Okay, so what these amino acids are then, right? So these are the biomicromolecules, and the biomacromolecules are nothing but proteins. So in these proteins are the biomacromolecules, and these amino acids are the biomicromolecules. So both of these one will have to study at any cost. So that's why we will have to start with the biomicromolecules first, and later we will continue with the biomacromolecules. Yes. So now what these amino acids are? These are the organic compounds which have one amino group and second one is one carboxylic group. That is, so one acidic group as well as one basic group, and such kind of organic compounds which contain an amino group as well as carboxylic group called as, so amino acids, these are called as. Okay, so let us write this one. These are the organic compounds which contain an amino group and an acidic carboxylic group, and acidic carboxylic group are called amino acids. So this one amino group and one carboxylic group that attaches to the same carbon atom, right? So if this carbon atom is alpha carbon, then such kind of amino acids are called as alpha amino acids. They are called as alpha amino acids. They are called as, right? So these are the organic compounds which contain one amino group and one carboxylic group which are attached to the same carbon atom, right? And they are said to be as what? Amino acids. So here amino group and carboxylic group that contains or that attaches to the same carbon atom. If the carbon atom is alpha carbon, then it is said to be as alpha amino acids. These are called as. Okay, so this is the fact we are familiar with now, right? See, these amino acids are also said to be as a substituted methanes. See here, these amino acids are also called as substituted methanes. See here, in methane their carbon has 4 valencies. So in in these valency positions there are different substituted groups are added to this one in case of amino acids. Say for example, to this carbon atom, one is occupied by COOH, right, carboxylic acid group, and another one is added by amino group, and one is variable group, we call it as, that is R group, or functional group it is said as, right. So like this different positions have been occupied by so many substitutional groups over here to this carbon atom. So it is looking as if to be as methane, hence these are called as substituted methanes. So in the methane we can substitute other groups over here. It may be functional group or any other substitute groups we can add over here. So that's why if R is variable group, it is said as R may be sometimes hydrogen, R may be sometimes methyl group, right. So any other groups, right, hydroxy methyl group. So like this. So this R is, since it is variable, it goes on changing. So R may be hydrogen, you may write. R may be another one, that is methyl group sometimes, or hydroxy methyl group sometimes. So one is methyl group, hydroxy methyl group, or hydrogen sometimes. Based on the type of R, the structure that changes. When the structure changes, the amino acid changes. See here, there are different types of amino acids are there based on the substitute group, or the variable group, that is R group that contains. Okay, if R contains H, hydrogen, then it becomes glycine, is one type of amino acid, right. So this is one thing. In the same way, if it contains methyl group, then it becomes what? It becomes another compound, so that is alanine. Alanine it is. Hydroxymethyl, if it is added phenylalanine, it becomes like this. It goes on changing. Say here, so I am going to change this R over here. Example. So if R is, see here, carbon is there, substitutional groups, amino group, carboxylic group. So and this R may be what? Hydrogen here. Hydrogen, then it is called as glycine. This is one amino acid. In the same way, if COOH, if R is changed as CH3, then it is called as alanine, is another amino acid here. This is also one amino acid here. Okay. In the same way, if R group is hydroxymethyl group, right? Say for example, CH3OH, hydroxymethyl group is added to the same one, see here. Then this is another amino acid called as serine. So like this, when this functional group R that changes, that moment, so the type of amino acid that goes on changing. See here, this is glycine, this is alanine, and this is serine over here, right? And such kind of amino acids, they have been classified into three types based on the type of functional group. So the number of type of functional group that are present in the amino acid. Say for example, if two number of carboxylic groups are there, then they are called as acidic amino acids. Why? Because acidic nature is high when compared with the basic nature. If two amino groups are added to this one, then it is said to be as basic amino acids. If one carboxylic group, one amino group is there, then they are said to be as neutral amino acids. So this way, they have been classified into different types based on the number of these group sets of substitution groups. So that is carboxylic group as well as amino groups over here. Based on number of carboxylic groups and amino group present in amino acids, they have been classified into three types. Okay, so they are number one, acidic amino acids. Number two, basic amino acids. Number three, neutral amino acids. So this way, they have been classified into three types. One is called as acidic amino acid, basic amino acid, as well as neutral amino acids they are called as. Okay, so based on what? Number of amino groups as well as carboxylic group that are present in each amino acid, they are said to be as, so acidic amino acid, basic amino acid as well as neutral amino acids. We can give example for each one. So example for this one is aspartic acid or glutamic acid is one. So the basic one is lysine. Lysine is the best example for what? This basic amino acids. In the same way, valine is the best example for what? This neutral amino acid, that is valine. Valine is best example for it. Okay, so these are the three major types of what? Amino acids. One more type of these amino acids we can see here. So another type is aromatic amino acids, we can say. What are these aromatic amino acids? The question arises here. So these are the type of amino acids which have aroma, means one kind of a smell, good smell they have. So aromatic, so amino acids. Tryptophan is one best example, right? Phenylalanine is also another example for these aromatic amino acids. And the next one, see here in amino acids, so that is amino group is basic in nature, and in amino acids, so carboxylic group is acidic in nature. So it is basic in nature and this is acidic in nature. That's why, so amino acids are having, so one amino group and another and another, so carboxylic group. Carboxylic group means acidic group. One basic group is there, one acidic group is there. Hence, these are said as amphoteric in nature. Yesterday I had mentioned this property of the amino acids. This is one property of amino acids, amphoteric in nature. Okay. And what such kind of amino acids are said to be? See here. So one amino acid contain what? One acidic carboxylic group and one basic what? Amino group. So since it contains both of these one, such kind of ion is called as deuterion. What it is known as? Deuterion it is called as. So we can write here the formula for this one. Right. So see here, this is COOH here, NH3 plus. Okay, this is amino group, this is carboxylic group, and here you come across R group. Okay, this is acidic nature of one amino acid, and it's a reversible reaction. You may write here CH, R group is there, H2N, this is CO minus, right? So this is said to be as neutral one. Again you go through the same thing. CH minus H2N, R group is there. Right? So this middle one, this is basic in nature, and this middle one itself is called as deuterion, which contains one acidic and one basic ions over there. Here this is H3N, I say. So this is said to be as deuterion, an amino acid which can carry one acidic and one basic group over here. So such kind of amino acid, so which is said to be as deuterion, so or the neutral type of amino acid it is. Okay, acidic group or this acidic group which can donate one proton. So and the basic can receive one proton over here, and in the neutral, so both protonated, so acidic group as well as so protonated, so basic group as well as so non-protonated acidic group. If both the groups are there, then it is said by deuterion. Next one, very simple one. See here, these amino acids are said to be as dipeptides and tripeptides. These are said as dipeptides as well as tripeptides. Why these are called as dipeptides and tripeptides? See here, if two amino acids are bonded with the help of one peptide bond, they are bonded with, already I have mentioned, then it is called as a dipeptide. then it is called as dipeptide deacetylase. If amino acids are bonded with the help of, if three are bonded with the help of what? Peptide bond, then they are said to be as, so tripeptides. Tripeptides. If many are there, amino acid, amino acid, amino acid, amino acid, amino acid, like this. If many number of amino acids are linked together with the help of peptide bond, see here, this is also peptide bond, this is also peptide bond, this is also peptide bond, this is also peptide bond. So many peptide bonds are there, then the condition is said to be as polypeptide. Polypeptide chain it is said to as. And this polypeptide chain that forms what? One kind of proteins over here, right? How these peptides are formed? Dipeptides are formed, tripeptides are formed. So they are formed as a result of the peptide bond between two amino acids. So by a process called as condensation. So let us see that condensation process now. See here, so one amino acid I would like to write over here, right? So this is NH2, one amino group, and COOH, or else you may write here carboxylic group like this. So R group is here. This is one amino acid, general formula we can say, and another one is also written over here. So how it is been written, let us see here. This is OH. Carbon is there. C double bond O H, and this is N H, so R group, H group. This is another. See here, these two together form what? H2O. This is responsible for the formation of peptide bond over here, right? So now we can write together here, so as to form dipeptide. This is one amino acid, this is another amino acid, whatever the functional group in both of themselves. So here the condensation process that occurs over here, when these two condense as to form one dipeptide. So how that dipeptide is written, let us see here. Okay, this is the fact. NH2 double bond OH. Okay, R2. This is R1. Okay, this is R1. Yes, double bond OH. So this is one dipeptide. Is formed as a result of what? It is formed as a result of condensation process here. Condensation process over here itself, right? So this is one more thing. Amino acids are also classified into three groups. So one is essential amino acids, non-essential amino acids, along with that one semi-essential amino acids. So three groups you may make, or two groups, so two major groups you may make over here. Why? Because so there in the essential amino acids, two that you come across, two amino acids are not needed for adults. That's why they are said to be as a semi-essential one. They are said to be as semi-essential one. This way they may be classified into three groups, or they may be classified into two major groups. So we can make over here two major groups over here. So one is essential amino acids. Essential amino acids. Right? What is essential amino acids? The question arises here. So these are the amino acids which are not synthesized inside the body of the human being. So such kind of amino acids, they are supplemented through the diet, or they are taken through the diet, and such kind of amino acids are called as what? Essential amino acids. So these are the amino acids which are not synthesized in body and are taken through food are called as essential amino acids. These are called as essential amino acids. These are named as. So second one is non-essential amino acids. What is non-essential amino acids? The question arises. So these are the amino acids which are synthesized in body itself. No need to get them through food material, and such kind of amino acids are called as non-essential amino acids. The best example for all these essential amino acids itself is 10 number of amino acids are there. So there are of different types of amino acids that we come across. Isoleucine is there, leucine is there, lysine is there, so as well as phenylalanine is there. So such kind of many number of essential amino acids. Arginine, histidine are also the essential amino acids. Here arginine and histidine are the two amino acids which are not needed for adults. They are not essential for adults. So that's why these two are said to be as semi-essential. So amino acids, these are called as semi-essential amino acids. These are named as, right? Non-essential amino acids as well as essential amino acids I shall list out now itself. Yes, so this is the list of non-essential amino acids as well as essential amino acids. See here, non-essential amino acids. Arginine is one. You mark this one, right? So alanine, asparagine, aspartate, cysteine, glutamate, glutamine, glycine, histidine, proline, serine, tyrosine. In that one, histidine you mark yourself. So these are the two non-essential amino acids we can say, but so these are non-essential for only adults. That's why these are said to be as semi-essential one. Okay, except these one, all others are non-essential amino acids. See here, methionine, threonine, so valine, isoleucine, phenylalanine, tryptophan, leucine, lysine. So all these are the essential amino acids. How many are there? Totally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are there. So 8 are 100% they are required for adults. Along with this one, so another one is arginine, along with this one histidine. So these are essential only in case of children. They are only essential for children. So totally 10 are essential for children and 8 are essential for adults. So this is one fact to be remembered by us. Okay. So this is how we classify the amino acids into different groups. And the next one is non-proteinogenic amino acids. What is non-proteinogenic amino acids? The name itself suggests that non-proteinogenic, proteinogenic, genesis means production. Production of proteins are not taking place with the help of these amino acids. Means these amino acids are not at all involving in synthesis of different types of proteins, and such kind of amino acids which do not synthesize the proteins are called as non-proteinogenic. So amino acids they are called as. Okay, so such kind of 180 number of non-proteinogenic amino acids are there. We give many number of examples for such kind of amino acids. Okay, now yes, non-proteinogenic amino acids. Non-proteinogenic amino acids. Okay, what is non-proteinogenic amino acids? These are the amino acids which do not form any proteins. They do not form any proteins, and such kind of amino acids are called as non-proteinogenic amino acids. These are called as, and these are available freely or in combined form. These are available freely, so in the cells, and these are in combined form. Even in both the forms, these are present, right? And these especially with non-protein substances, they will be always with some non-protein substances also, right? In combined form, these may be available freely or in combined form. These will be with non-proteinaceous substances, right? So the best example for such kind of non-proteinogenic amino acids are ornithine and citrulline. So both of these are involved in urea cycle. So this is also called as ornithine cycle. In urea cycle, they are involved, ornithine as well as citrulline. One more is there, GABA, GABA, right? So this GABA is a neurotransmitter itself. And what is this GABA? You may ask over here. So it is nothing but gamma aminobutyric acid. Gamma aminobutyric acid. You may write here gamma aminobutyric acid. So this is GABA itself is a neurotransmitter it is. So this is also very much essential, but it is non-proteinogenic amino acid it is, GABA. And one more D-alanine is 1, D-alanine is 1, as well as D-glutamic acid are involved in the formation of bacterial cell wall. So what is that? D-alanine, D-glutamic acid are involved in the formation of bacterial cell wall, right? So this is also very important one. So all these are said to be as what? Non-proteinogenic amino acids. These are said to be as. Then, so what are the main significance of these amino acids, right? That we'll have to study now. Yes, let us study the importance of these amino acids, or they may be the functions of these amino acids we can write here. So functions of amino acids. So the first function is, these amino acids are said to be as the building blocks of the protein molecules, and their number as well as their sequence makes the matter in formation of different types of proteins over here. This is the first function of this amino acid. So amino acids are the building blocks of proteins, and their number and sequence of amino acids makes different types of proteins here. Say for example, these are the amino acids. Amino acid number 1, amino acid number 2, amino acid number 3, amino acid number 4, like this. Their number, how many are there? 4 are here, and all the 4 are different. So this makes one protein molecule. Their sequence also matters here. Amino acid 4, amino acid number 2, amino acid number 1, amino acid number 3. See the sequence. The sequence of these amino acids has been changed. These forming another protein number 2, protein number 1, like this. So this is how. So these are the building blocks of the proteins, and their number as well as sequence of amino acids make different types of proteins over here. So this is the first function of what? So these amino acids. One of the amino acid, that is tyrosine. Tyrosine is forming the melanin, which is a skin pigment. So, and which is responsible for the color of skin over here, right? So this is the second function of these amino acids. Third one, already you know, citrulline as well as ornithine. So these are involved in urea cycle. This is also one more function of what? These amino acids. And the next one, histidine, is there for the synthesis of histamine. What is that? Histidine. It helps in the synthesis of histamine, which is responsible for, means where it is released during allergic reaction. It is released during allergic reaction. This is also one more function of the histidine, one amino acid. Excess number of these amino acids are deaminated so as to form glucose is also another function. See here, next function is excess amino acids are deaminated, right? They are deaminated to form glucose, which is a respiratory substrate, which is a respiratory substrate, it is said like this, right? This is also one more function of what? So this amino acids, and one more function of this amino acid. So one of the vitamins, right? One of the vitamin, nicotinamide, right? One of the vitamins, nicotinamide itself is so helping in the synthesis of the tryptophan, helps in synthesis of tryptophan over here. So this is also one more function of this so amino acids. A number of hormones are there. Angiotensin is there, vasopressin is there, oxytocin are there. So all these are the hormones which are derived from these amino acids. They means they are mainly peptide hormones, these are called as, right? So see here, many peptides form hormones like vasopressin, oxytocin, right? ADH. Vasopressin is also known as, you write here, ADH itself. Oxytocin is there, vasopressin is there, and angiotensin. So these are all peptide hormones, means they are made up of peptides itself, right? So this is one more fact about the amino acids. One more amino acid, that is the tyrosine, is converted in vertebrates into thyroxine, adrenaline, right? So such kind of hormones are also synthesized by these so amino acids. What is that? Tyrosine. Tyrosine is converted into thyroxine, right? Thyroxine is formed from the tyrosine itself. So this is also one more example that some of the amino acid hormones are also there. Some of themselves are derived from the amino acids, some of themselves are derived from proteins. So they are especially the hormones which are derived from different so amino acids as well as hormones, proteins itself. Some of the neurotransmitters like, what are those neurotransmitters? So that is GABA, already I have mentioned, and serotonin, epinephrine, right? So these are all neurotransmitters which are derived from the so amino acids itself, right? Some of the neurotransmitters are like, so what is that? GABA, gamma aminobutyric acid. So is one, serotonin, epinephrine. So all these are the so neurotransmitters which are derived from what? So they are all formed from the amino acids. So So these are several number of functions that we have gone through, so of amino acids. So by this I am going to conclude this class here only, and in the next class we will start with the proteins result. Thank you.